Hello, everybody. We're back. I'm Lisa.
I'm Hailey.
And we're finally recording episode 2. And we had a lot of scheduling debacles to get to this moment. So, enjoy. What do you want to start with? Oh, yes. Start with that.
So
because I haven't seen it since you finished one sleeve. I haven't seen it.
One sleeve done.
Look at it.
And then working on the other one now.
Oh my God.
We're almost done. I love the color. It's super fun.
I love
the
tap shoes going on in the background. Is that Charlie?
No, it's Luna and Apollo because Harrison just got home.
Oh, gotcha.
They're sighted.
Hi, Harrison.
He's somewhere back there.
So, we haven't even really talked to each other, that much other than texting since the last podcast.
No.
So, this is going to be, a catch-up between the two of us, as well as we're just going to record us, talking. And since we talk mostly about knitting, so that's what it'll be.
So yes, I was super excited. I finished all of this sleeve in one day.
So crazy.
Because I was sick and I had an ear infection and I felt like I was dying. And I was so sick that I didn't knit for 2 days because all I wanted to do, and I'm sick when I don't knit. I mean, I could do anything. But the third day I was feeling a little bit better, so I finished the sleeve. So I'm hoping to have that finished. We're going to, so if anybody doesn't know, I live in Ohio. So we're going to go to Southern Ohio with a lot of my family. There's going to be 25 of us around Christmas, and we're staying in a cabin in the woods in Hocking Hills, which is a beautiful park area with mountains and everything. So I'm hoping to have this done.
I'm hardcore jealous.
I know. I'm really excited.
That sounds freaking amazing.
So it's Tommy and Wendell and Jesse and I, and then all of our kids, and then all of the grandkids. So it should be really. And we're doing Christmas games and cookies and cooking, and we have a hot tub and a fire pit, and it'll be fantastic. It's 4 days, so.
Oh my gosh. That's like a little vacation.
Yeah, I know. And because when we lived in Maryland, we would take the kids to North Carolina to that indoor water park thing that we would stay at. That's what we would always do for right around Christmas. And since we moved here, we haven't really found anything like that. So I was kind of excited. Tommy's the one that actually started the whole thing because they have so many kids and grandkids. They were trying to figure out something to kind of offshoot buying presents and stuff.
Yeah, totally.
So instead of buying presents for 75 kids, it's a great thing, we'll do the whole, we do all kinds of games and cook and everything. So that's their Christmas.
Spending time together.
And making memories. So
that's what it's about, man.
I know, I'm excited. But that's my goal, to finish that. And then I finished
this. Nobody even knew that you casted that on.
I know.
You didn't even talk about it in the last podcast. And I don't think I've even mentioned it on Instagram or anything.
Look at that.
She literally knit this in less than a month.
so cute. I love it. And it's like the perfect crop for like the big, like wide leg bibs.
Yeah.
Because I tried it on today with jeans, and it is definitely my mom body
Yeah.
is not.
Yeah.
It's not working with.
Yeah, I can't wear mine like that either. It's fine.
But
we know.
it's really cute. I love it. I haven't done the ends yet, but I did. I blocked it. It's dry.
Yeah, those colors
stitch
are awesome.
Well, and I did a little bit of a like different. So
yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Green.
It changed it. Yeah.
Because I have.
Did you run out?
Where it is, I have like this much green left.
Yeah, yeah.
So I broke down because I was gonna make it longer. I broke down and I found La Bienne because that's what this green is La Bienne.
Okay.
But I bought it our first year at Rhinebeck, so that was before I really knew how to like do anything knitting wise. Like I kind of was just playing around, so I threw away the name of it. So I'm trying to color match online, which is so much fun.
Yeah.
And I got the wrong color. But I'll still use the yarn, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So you did order.
Like,
yeah.
What do I do? But I didn't order it from her. I ordered it from like an independent dyer that was in the United States because I didn't want to pay shipping from France.
Yeah, that's. Remember you sending me that message or text or whatever, and I was like, that sucks. Like, no wonder we were like, yes, buy it while we can. Like, when it's right in front of us, like, buy it.
I mean, if you're buying a sweater quantity, and you really find something that you love, I wouldn't mind. But for one skein to spend more than half of what the cost of the skein is for shipping, I was like, I can't do that, especially with everything. So, but yeah, that's why I and I thought the orange would look better than the light up here.
I like it. Yeah, I like that.
I just kind of switched it up a little bit. So
it highlights that color more. You don't really use it a whole lot.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's La Bienne as well, the light gray. And then the orange and the blue, I got from, so to speak, my little local yarn shop. I'm sorry, my cat is driving me crazy. Come on. You can sit on my lap right now. Come on.
That's awesome.
Juno, go that way. So yeah, and then, so I've got 2 almost completed garments, which I'm really excited about, so.
And you are wearing
my EZV.
Yep. We didn't see that last time. So snuggly and so cute. So
nice
pretty.
And warm. I love it.
The yarn.
Of course, that's my favorite, Wandering Flaw.
Yeah. The love of your life.
I know, I have it out here.
The love of your yarn life. Yeah.
My 2 new colors.
Oh my God. So pretty.
I know. I'm super excited. I know. I have some things here that I need your opinion on. That's why I have it all out here.
Okay, perfect. We can talk dream knitting like at the end because I have that always. I always.
Well, I have some sweaters planned, but
yeah, same.
It's so funny because when Lisa and I go to Rhinebeck, I try really hard to figure out some patterns that I really want to work on throughout the year so that I can buy the yarn, because I'm kind of one of those people. I really like to see it and touch it before I buy it because it just looks so different. I mean, the La Bienne that I bought for this is a perfect example. Like it looks so different.
Yeah, totally.
On a computer screen, you can't touch it. You can't, it's really hard for me. So I save up over the year, and then I try to buy a lot of the bulk of what I'm going to use over the year at Rhinebeck. But it's so funny because half the stuff that I bought, like I'm still using, I mean, I still have plans for all of it, but so much of it has changed already. Yeah. Like,
yep.
So it's just kind of funny, but
yeah. I what was I gonna say? I lost it. Sorry. I'm kind of exhausted still from the other night. Like I definitely caught up on sleep, but it's like gonna take me another sleep to fully catch back up. Ugh.
Yeah, so Charlie has been keeping me up at night. my geriatric dog, because he
Yeah.
sundowns, so he just wanders around all night, and all you hear is click, 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 click.
Oh
My
no,
heart
that would
goes
wake
hard.
me up. I'm such a light sleeper. That would wake
Yeah. Yeah. Jesse doesn't hear it at all, but
Oh my, must be nice.
oh my God, did I tell you the other night? So I accidentally so I have a ring alarm on our house. I accidentally hit the ring alarm. Okay, so right now in my house, I have my husband, my 10-year-old, and my 16-year-old. And it was like, I don't know, 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have 2 like big dogs, like young big dogs.
Mm-hmm.
The alarm is going off. I'm like running around the kitchen trying to like type it out like back, because I hit the window and it like moved it, so it set everything off. Do you know none of those assholes woke up? Not one of them. I was like, I'm glad nobody
Isn't that
broke
like
in.
the whole purpose?
Like,
yeah. That and like a fire alarm. Like
the dogs didn't even move. Like, nobody moved. I opened Harrison's out, Kennedy out. I come in, Jesse's still snoring. I'm like, great. I'm glad if something happens that you all are so ready to wake up and do something about it. But anyway, I just thought it was funny.
That is funny. So, have anything else you want to?
No, I just have some yarn here. Oh, I'll show you since we're catching up.
Yeah.
So Kennedy, my 16-year-old, she's hilarious. And she decided that she wanted, because she never wants anything. Like,
yeah,
she's not like we don't have the same style. She's not like a knitty type person. She doesn't wear beanies. She doesn't really wear like a lot of like scarves or anything like that. It's just not her thing. So she came to me the other day and she was like, I know what I want you to make me. And I was so excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just wait.
Oh, maybe it's not. Wait, what is that?
She wants a chicken nugget star bag. So this is one of the...
Why does it look like there's a little face on it?
Because I haven't blocked it yet, so it's
okay. I thought it was a purposeful thing. It looked like 2 eyes in it. I don't know.
It's crochet, and I haven't crocheted in a while.
Yeah. Wow.
But it's like, look at it, it's like fuzzy.
I can't stand that yarn. Like, good for you.
You know what a nightmare this is to crochet with?
I would refuse. Like, I love you, but
I finished it in like an hour and a half. It's really not hard. I mean, you can see the knit is like super loose. I mean, I can stick my fingers all the way through it. I mean, it's not hard.
It would have to be for me to be able to see what the heck I was doing. Like, I can't stand that kind of yarn. Like, even like mohair sometimes, if I'm knitting with that and holding it with another yarn, I like kind of had to like really pay attention to like see where the stitches. I can't. It's not like mindless for me.
No, this definitely was not mindless, and my hand was like aching afterwards because it was after I had finished the sleeve and like casted that all off. So my whole hand was like this. I felt like for like an hour afterwards. But she's super excited. I mean, I think it's hideous, but that's fine because to each their own. And I'm really excited that I could make something for her. And then I found this really cute like. It's like star and like spaceship hat. So I'm going to put that on the inside of it. So like, you know what I mean? That it holds so that doesn't everything fall through these giant holes.
Right.
But yeah, I was just laughing because I was like, oh, Lisa would just laugh and be like, yes, this is Kennedy.
It is. It 100% is. And we love it.
She's super pumped. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting...
You don't think she would wear a scarf or like a shawl? I feel like she would if it was like.
So I think I'm going to try. So she loves Deltarune, which is a video game.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
And I found a really cool scarf pattern on Ravelry that's free. I think I just take some cheap like Michael's yarn and like make one for fun just to see if she likes it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some yarn together right now because my son, my oldest son, his girlfriend Danny, so I've been asking what they want for Christmas. They've been together for a long time. She's like my kid too. And
Yeah.
she really wants to learn how to crochet. She wants to do granny squares. She loves granny squares. She loves
cool.
like the tank tops and the bags and the Afghans and everything. Like she's like really, really into that. So I bought her a whole bunch of stuff for Christmas. Like just some different crochet tools. I added some of my own. I got her like a yarn bowl. And then I'm going to buy her classes at, so to speak, our local little yarn shop to learn.
So nice.
So
you
her and I
a teacher?
not want to speak to each other afterwards.
Oh my gosh. I was going to say, you don't want a teacher?
Dude, I don't know how our friendship survived the first
oh my god.
Me.
I wish I had like some kind of video or something or picture or something to look back on. Like,
I know. Well, you were so okay. So Lisa teaches. This is how Lisa teaches. Well, this is what it is, and then you just do it, and you're like, okay. And then she yells at you.
I don't yell. I just speak emphatically.
Okay.
Well, it
really is hard to teach someone. I tried to teach my niece to crochet this summer when we were at camp, and I was like,
no, how, like, I mean, I just don't have the right language.
No, I know, me either.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like, how do teachers do it? But they have been doing it, and they like have certain way of methods that they, like they have it all like mapped out. Like when I go to teach somebody, it's like, well, watch me, and then you do it. I don't know what I mean,
you taught me. I learned. I took knitting class. I took one knitting class just to get like the basics down. But yeah, you taught me how to crochet. I mean, and I haven't crocheted in so long. When I was making that, I was like, oh my God, am I going to remember how to do this? And it was like,
riding a bike.
Yeah. Because I've just been knitting so consistently now. Just because I just like the way it looks better. I mean, I think it's a personal choice.
Totally.
Even Danny, like I was showing her like some of my knitting stuff, and she's like, I love it. She's like, I just really want to do like the Danny squares, the granny squares, she likes that look so much better. And, I really do think it's a personal choice, and I still like to crochet. Sure. Don't get me wrong, but knitting is definitely more, I feel like my like aesthetic, like the end product is more my personal aesthetic. So
I pretty much stopped crocheting for the most part. I have a granny stripe blanket that I'm doing with a like million balls of just like cheap wool. Like it's going to be all wool, but it's like, Patton's classic wool or whatever, that I actually got from, it was from a neighbor, a friend who her mom had passed away, and she like hoarded yarn. I mean, she's like us, she was like us. And, but it was just a ton of, weird, the yarn that the chicken nugget things made out of, like that kind of stuff, but also like just some wool. Like I like kept it because I'm like, I don't know, like I don't want to get rid of this, but I didn't know what to do with it until I was like, you know what, I'll just make a blanket. It'll be super warm. And yeah, I'm just doing like kind of white stripe and then a color stripe, white color. I could show it, I guess, but I don't feel like getting up.
I have a whole basket of that. My mother-in-law gave me from one of her friends.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Yeah.
But I haven't decided. That's actually a really good idea because I didn't want to get rid of it either. I don't even know what brands they are. Like some of them are just like
no labels,
scraps, just rolled, into balls, like different color. But that would be that's a really good idea because it feels like really nice yarn. It's not like anything feels bad or like that it's old or anything like that.
Yeah, a blanket. Like I have that going
That's a really
for
good
crochet,
idea.
and then I have a knit blanket too. I'm doing the northeasterly blanket, and I think the pattern author is I don't know how to say it. Shenanigans, like shenanigans, but skein.
I'm
Anyway,
doing a temperature blanket. I haven't knitted a temperature blanket started, but
yeah, knitting a blanket is definitely way more time consuming than crocheting.
yes. Yes.
That blanket, I barely work on it. I love when I do, but it's just it's a blanket. I can't wear it. You know?
I
Like
get it.
I'm really a garment knitter, like, so yeah. It has its time and place, but anyway. Anything else you got going? I guess we're just like randomly doing stuff, randomly showing stuff, whatever.
Just my little start of the sweater that I really want to start working on more now.
Yeah. Now that you're almost done the other.
Yeah, as soon as I finish that, I really want to pick this one up and really the hollow.
Mm-hmm.
Because I keep touching it and it's so soft, and
I know.
I did start this. My teeny tiny little.
Yeah, what is it?
It's my sea glass sweater.
Nice.
There's like a million stitch markers that I'm not really sure why I have on here yet. I'm sure that they'll tell me later, but there's like 15 different stitch markers on this thing. Every 8 stitches I was supposed to place.
Oh, it might be for your increases because it's not a raglan. It's a round yoke, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a round yoke. So like you can see, because you're not going to be able to see where your increases are. Like, I think they just want you to, because it's 1x1 color work plus you're increasing at the same time. It's not like you're going to have a plain row. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Here's my bag. Oh.
Minis. I love it. Is there what is that yarn? Is it Ruby and Roses?
It's Ruby and Roses, and yeah, Ruby and Roses, and what is this one? Spun Right Round.
Oh, the ones that I gave to you.
I put 2 of them in here just to see, and then I don't know. I have so many of these and so many like different colors and everything. So like I just
that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna look so fun, scrappy.
I really want to do just like random, you know. And I did the collar and the
hold it close up. Hold it close up. You got some kind of filter going on your phone.
I know, and I don't know why there.
Okay.
But this is just, so I've only done 2 rows of 1x1 color work. This is just the collar. Mm-hmm. But I picked this gray, but it's got like purples, reds, greens, blues, yellows. So I figured that this would be a good one to kind of use as the collar. Just because there's so many different color, like, you know what I mean? It'll pull out with, as I go down, like those colors will kind of pop with everything that I'm doing. So
right.
I just need to teach myself how to find, like, there's different ways to close these, like to end the row, because obviously you break the color every single row.
Oh, you do?
Because you're
I mean, unless you're gonna use it again, like further down.
I'm trying not to, though. Like, I want to do like really genuinely like random.
Okay.
Like,
gotcha.
So
yeah, and plus that can be hard to manage. Like,
yeah, I can't.
While you're
with like 3 different colors, I'm not doing like 7. I would like want to scream.
I gotcha. Have you looked up tutorials for helical knitting?
Yes, but they also have, like, when you buy the pattern on Ravelry, there's different, like there's one tutorial through like the pattern itself on like how to choose your color scheme. There's one on how to, they make these, I haven't watched it, so please forgive my fumbling sentences, but it's like It makes like a little ball. I don't know how they close it because, like I said, I haven't even watched it yet. But they're like, you can't hardly see it at all. I mean, from the outside, like there's no.
You know what you could do is do a magic knot.
That might even be what it is, to be honest with you.
Okay. That is what I've been using for, I am making that scrappy boxy sweater. And I'm using 10 gram minis. So it's striped. It will be striped. And I'm just, at the end, I will just make a magic knot. Or you could even make a magic knot cake, like where you wind them all together.
Ooh, I didn't think about
get ready.
that.
Hold on a second. I got to show you this because I think you need to do this. So I'll just show this quickly too. I haven't worked on it in a really long time just because it is very time consuming, but these are all minis, Patreon minis from a homespun house that I started this in the summertime. So they're kind of bright and summery colors. But anyway, here's what I have done with the minis. It's all, where am I? They're all together. Like I've just wound them together. But what you do is you have to YouTube it or something. It's like it's a special knot. You knot one to the other and then pull them and they slide together. And it's like a really teeny tiny knot, but it doesn't budge. And you can even clip the ends. So it's like just the knot.
Huh.
And it doesn't move.
I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's going to take me a million years because this is not something that I will be working on consistently. Like, I do some of my other sweaters. But I just figured it would be fun. Like if I have, like right now, I have a teeny tiny little bit of the extra from this. I have a little bit like, and maybe just like, that's what I was kind of thinking would be a good, you know what I mean? Just kind of incorporating whatever I have left over, just kind of, and see what I come up with.
It's great for using up, leftover yarn like that you've.
Well, and I love this Ruby and Roses yarn, but they're all minis and I don't want to do socks with them because I like the yarn too much. So I'm like, this would be a perfect project. Because we've already, you and I, if anybody doesn't know, Lisa and I are obsessed with her yarn base because it is the squishiest, softest, most amazing yarn. And I can't, I love socks, but I feel like it would just be wasted. I want it on my body.
Yeah, I know. I definitely, I'm like, listen, I would love my whole sock drawer to be filled with hand knit socks. I have so many sock whips and I have sock yarn that I want to use for socks. But will I freaking knit it? Will I do it ever? Will I ever I don't know. I feel like I need to finish all the garments that I want first. And then I can be like, all right, I can knit some socks now. I have enough to wear. Maybe.
I know that's kind of where I'm at too.
Will I do that?
Hats are a little different. I do enjoy hats just because I like.
Hats are faster than socks for me.
Well, and I'm still I like showing it off.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I want a whole entire wardrobe of just hand knits. I want to get rid of all my other clothes and just hand knit everything. Like that's how much I love and want to wear it. It feels good. It's wool. It's soft. It's cozy. But it can also be light and airy and nothing. Like you can wear it all seasons.
I know. I want hand knit and hand sewn, everything. That's kind of where I'm at too.
Yep.
Yeah. Even my hat, I have it over here just because I wore it today, but my little hat that I wore today.
Aww. I love it.
It's my lotus blossom hat, but I don't know. I mean, even I like just wore this with like a regular sweatshirt, but I don't know, just having something on that I know that I made, like,
Yeah. It's
so
the
cute.
best. It's cozy. There's no other word that I can use to describe it other than like cozy. That's the only thing that's coming to my brain is like you just want to I just want to snuggle on my knits all the time. All the time.
I know.
What is up with that?
I could sleep in this.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I know.
And you have your Find Your Fate on.
Yes. All right. I don't even think I could show it all. I mean, I could hold it up, but it's too big.
It's like you can't even do it justice unless you see it in person too, because it's just so gorgeous. I hope Juki is alive. I haven't heard him on the roof in a while.
What?
Oh no, I hear him.
Why is he on the roof?
He's putting up lights.
Like, what? All right, here, let me see if I can do it. I'll start from one end and okay, this is like the greeny bluey end. Fades into like an olivey green and then into like a goldy green with a little green and then into like a lighter pinky cream and then back into like a goldeny with pink speckles. Can't even like hold it the right way. And then it goes into this like peachy reddy pink, whatever. And I have a knot tied in it. Anyway, it's my masterpiece. The yarn, this I dyed. It was a one skein, like it was just like a practice, whatever. This is Huloko Honey, I think it's called, and this was like their honey fade or whatever. This going into this lighter. This greenish gold made by Hailey Bailey. She's a crochet pattern designer as well as a yarn dyer. I'll link everything in the show notes or whatever. But yeah, she does some really pretty like nature inspired colorways. This green is Grenouille. I don't know how to pronounce it. She's in Canada. I'll link it below, but she's awesome. And the very, very end, this bluey, I was going to end on this green, but I ran out. So this blue, yeah, this blue is spun right round. I think the colorway is called something pine. I don't know. Oh,
I hear my boys.
Yeah, I hear them too.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah. Yep.
So these.
Ooh.
I don't think I'm going to do the cloud bow with these anymore. I bought this.
What is it?
It's Chester Sock. It's
Dye Mad Yarns.
Dye Mad
You
Yarns.
got this like thing that's blurring stuff.
I know. I don't know why.
Maybe change the.
None.
There. You're good. You're not blurry.
Better?
Yeah, that's better.
Like.
Yep. Oh my gosh. I mean, that goes perfectly with that Suri.
I know. And I was thinking, like, I have two of these. Like, wouldn't this be cute with this for, like, a t-shirt or something? Or even this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're almost the same.
Isn't it fun to just, like, plan and just, like, look at what you have and just sit there and, like, plan? I do that way too much.
Because I have this that I'm going to do something with, which is another, this is the Fiber MacGyver too. This is the Suri silk. And then I have that one that we talked about last time that I'm doing.
Okay, please hold that up. Please hold that closer because, and let me see the tag because I could not find a website for it. And Fiberland. Okay, so like I couldn't find a website to link in our last podcast, but I like would like to buy that for myself actually.
Yeah, this is Louise.
Yeah.
I wanted the Fiber MacGyver is so good too. Like this rusty, it's called Shaddix.
It's awesome.
I love that.
All right. So,
yeah, so I have so much mohair. So that's where I'm like trying, like, I don't know. I'm trying to, like, I don't know that I want 3 sweaters done with just mohair. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
For right now.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I have to go check on them.
Okay.
The boys. I think I can pause it. I think I can pause the recording. This will be an experiment. So let me try and pause it and I'll come right back. Yay!
It's the future.
I think it worked. It's the future. Motherhood. Cheers. My cup of kindness. Oh wait, it's down here.
That person.
There may be a little something in this tea. I don't know. It is Friday after all.
I'm about to start a 4 12-hour shift streak in a row. So.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
So I do have to tell you, I went.
Okay.
I wore.
I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, yes.
This.
I love that.
I know.
So much.
So I wore this the other day.
Yeah.
With just like a black sweatshirt. And I was like running errands. I had my glasses on. Like I was like no makeup. I'm just like running around. I had 3 people stop me and ask me where I got my hat.
That's so cool. It's such a good pattern.
I know. It's so good. It's so good. And the black and white. Oh,
it's perfect.
I love it.
And that pink. Yes.
I
yes. Know. I'm knitting it. I'm going to knit it for
I
myself.
literally
It'll be like a
day. It was like so easy. As you can see, I really don't like to weave anything in.
Who the cares?
I just tuck it in.
Yeah. No.
So.
We don't care.
But
what were we
I have no idea.
What were we talking about? I talked about my find your fade. Yeah. Anyway, are you do you have anything else you want to show as far as knitting? Whips.
I have
your
questions for you. Okay. So Lisa and I are obsessed with Caitlin Hunter. Queen. I have my yarn for my halibut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Smells
so good. I wish Catskill Merino. I'm telling you.
Yes. That's what I want to knit the hat in.
I'm telling you guys that this yarn is
that's what I'm knitting that hat in. Is those...
I cannot describe to you, like it smells so good. It says a small farm with a flock of sheep. It's www.catskillmerino.com. But I am telling you that like this yarn is
I'm gonna link it.
You can feel the lanolin in it. It's like
that's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh yeah.
And this is Farmer's Daughters, but this is what I'm gonna do my halibut in. And I know that. Like that's no questions.
Yep.
I started this before we went to Rhinebeck. This is also the Caitlin Hunter. And
that hat is Caitlin Hunter.
That cat is Caitlin Hunter. This is Caitlin.
I'm telling you, we should be her like brand ambassadors.
I know we should
for real.
Caitlin.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know.
Girl.
Can we be friends? Can we all
For
just
real? Can we go to Alaska? Because that's where she freaking lives.
I know, I'm good with that. Let's do it.
God, I'm ready.
Juno, I can't do this with you right now. But so I keep trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this. This is Lucky Penny from Ruby Roses.
Yeah. That's gorgeous.
And I have a sweater quantity of it, and it's so squishy and so good. And you had mentioned Barn Dance, which was one of Caitlin Hunter's newer patterns. And
what is the weight of that copper penny?
It's only fingering, but I want to do it with this, which is this is mohair.
Yeah.
So I figure together it would be more like a DK.
What is that mohair?
It's just I found it at some little shop in Indianapolis. TPRYN. I have no idea.
Okay.
It looks really old. But it's good. I mean, it's fine.
Is it soft?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares where it's from, where you got it, who made it?
It was like I said, like we went to, Mars and I went and saw Counting Crows, and we went in Indianapolis, and we went to all these little like specialty stores, and this lady had like 4 of them, and they were like, I don't know, a couple bucks, and I was like, yes, please. So, but it looks really good.
Heck yeah.
It
goes. I think you'll still be able to see the tonality of the Ruby and Roses.
Me
like
too.
It's
That's
still
what I
like
was thinking.
Yeah.
But together, like I said, I feel like it would maybe be a DK, because this is definitely very thin. I mean, it's
right. Yes.
But
I think you should swatch for sure.
Well,
Hailey.
yeah, I know.
So you'll know. You'll find it.
So I keep going back and forth because I really love Barn Dance, but I feel like Barn Dance is more you, and I think I really, really, really need to do the Alpine.
Okay, yeah. I'm switching mine from this is dream knitting, but I'm switching to Barn Dance. Like I had yarn planned out for an autumn Alpine, which I'm just gonna show it because it's right here. Is it right here? Is it though? Am I not walking across the room looking for it? Okay. This is just undyed. It says fingering. I think it's leaning sport. So I don't know. I think it's definitely sport. I forget what the pattern says to use for Barn Dance. Is it DK?
Yeah.
It's DK.
I'm looking at it right now. I have the pattern in front of me.
All right. Well, maybe I will see about a mohair. I'm looking at a sweater's quantity of Santa's Garden mohair right now, but it's like gray. Let's see. Let's do some dream knitting planning right now.
Well, that's what I did with my Halu too, Lisa.
Right freaking now.
Because that's
so
that too.
This will marl it too much, I think.
Yeah.
It will be very this is significantly darker than this. Yeah. I could dye this. Or this is what I love. This is what I freaking love and what I live for. Hold on. Hold the phone. I have this, which no plans, and this.
Yeah.
You think? Do you think it would be a DK though?
So
this is pretty thin fingering.
This is pretty chunky fingering.
Yes, it is.
And it's really squishy and like plush. It's 3-ply merino and cashmere.
This is Santa's Garden, just silk mohair. And this is Cloudborn fibers. This is their Highland fingering. Superwash Highland sock twist.
So
And
this
it
is
is,
what I was thinking.
I don't know. I want to say it's 100% wool, but maybe there's something else in there. Anyway, this would work if it went to a DK. And it wouldn't be marled. It would be like, I don't know, I feel
Yeah,
like it'd be good.
I like that.
And this with this hand spun, that, which it's not showing up very good on this camera and this light. Maybe I should turn on my ring light and look like an alien, but hold on. Let's see if it changes. Oh, you can see it better. So it's very dark and purpley, but anyway, that and this. I mean, I know I wouldn't need to change, but if I needed to, like, if I needed more than what I had of that purple, I could use this because they're kind of the same.
There's a ton of yardage that you need for that. Even for the contrast color for that to do like a medium,
Yeah,
you need
I have another
400
tiny
yards.
bit, but I think I would probably need more.
Yeah, 400 yards is what you need for a medium.
Yeah. Yeah, so if I had, I'll just change. Like, I mean, it's color changing yarn. There's a lot of greens in that purple. I think it could work with this if this was a DK, if it measured at a DK. So, I don't know. It's pretty thin. This is thin. I don't know. Just have to swatch. Just have
What
to
do you
do
think of
the
these
right
two
thing
colors?
and swatch. I love it. What is the Primrose Yarn Company. It's pretty. Yeah, I mean, it goes. It's got a lot of those flecks of the copper in there. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be high contrast, but I think it'll be enough. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I know. That's what I'm kind of like trying to. That's what's so hard sometimes about this, like mill spun, just because, like, until you open it up,
Right.
it's
You
just
don't
so
know.
hard to tell, like, what's really
Right.
I don't know, because it's either this or I'm doing another Caitlin Hunter that's just plain this with the mohair, and then I'm gonna do. I really want to do a black sweater with like neon mill spun, and I think the alpine would be really cool with that too.
I saw. I watched the Grocery Girls yesterday, and they went to a retreat in like Washington State or whatever, I think. Hi, Cassidy. So they had a bunch of spin cycle stuff that they brought home, and one of the skeins, I thought of you immediately. It was like I wish I remembered the name. But it was neon yellow, and it was like neon yellow with like a tan, of equal contrast. Like,
Was it's I think it was rotten egg.
Yeah, it was something weird like that. Yeah, I'm like, I bet she's seen this, but
yeah.
Anyway, that I thought of you and your journey for your.
Well, I was thinking too,
that.
like, but when I started the alpine before, and the color was just, the contrast was not enough.
That's a present.
No.
What is it?
It's just a box.
Oh. Is there something in it?
Does it feel like there is?
No.
Is that a Wyatt?
Yeah, come here. Say hi to Aunt Hailey.
Hi.
Hi, Bubby.
Say hi.
Hi.
How do you feel? Is there something in here? No, nothing. You can take it. All right. You play with it if you want. Bye. Say bye, Aunt Hailey.
Bye.
Bye, Bubby. But I was thinking that the light, because this is so light, that it might like be the opposite. You know what I mean? Like kind of like what she did more. Because I was trying to do a light with the dark color work, but she did a dark base with a light color work, and I feel like there is definitely a method to that madness. I feel like that looks much better.
Yeah, I don't know.
But now I need
to go
to
both ways.
So I just have so many colors that I need to. I don't know. I need to make plans.
Right. I've been putting up a few vlogs while we had our in between time, and I've been talking about gift knitting because I am deep. I am in there. I am so deep in gift knitting. It's ridiculous. I'm like knitting a whole ass shawl for a gift. It's a Sophie shawl, so it's not like huge, but still like it's legit. It's a shawl. Like I'm about halfway. Like I started, well, I did start the fourth color, but I had to frog it back because I messed up the I-cord edge. And let me just tell you, do not ever mess up I-cord because that is so confusing to try and I dropped one of the stitches and I noticed it like 4 rows ahead. And I was like, I have to go back and fix that. So I just frogged it down and I tried to put the stitches back on the needle. Like I did the body of the shawl fine and I got to the I-cord. And it was like confusing which one came first because with an I-cord, you're kind of like wrapping around every time you slip the stitches and then you knit them on the other side. So it kind of like wraps them around. It took me like 30 minutes to try and figure out like these 3 stitches, what order they went into. I finally fixed it. And I'm like, please God, don't ever let that happen again. I still have half a shawl to knit and I have to do it I have to finish it by the 6th because that's when the party is. But yeah, it's for a birthday, not for Christmas. And she's got her birthday party is on the 6th. So I'm kind of cutting it close, but I think I can do it. I knit that much in like, I don't know how many days. When did I start?
Fast knitter.
It wasn't. And it's just garter. The thing that is annoying about it is keeping track of which row I'm on because it's hard for me to see it. I don't know if anybody else has this issue with this particular, not necessarily this pattern, but just like this, when you're increasing every however many rows, like how can you see it in your knitting? Because I'm not always counting. Where did you go? You're gone. What happened? Welcome back, Hailey. Thanks for ditching us. No. Yeah, what were we talking about? What was I blabbing about? My Sophie shawl?
Yeah.
I-cord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Kennedy kept calling and I couldn't hear anything, so.
Okay. Yeah. What did she want?
To be picked up.
Oh. Yeah, someone should do that.
Well, Jesse was putting up lights and dropped his phone in the hot tub. So it's in rice right now. So.
What the? Jesse! My nose is running from drinking this hot tea. Anyway. That sucks. Yeah. It's Friday. No judgy. I'm a stay-at-home mom and it's finally the weekend. Yeah, I'm relaxing. And I have a sick kid, so I can't really relax, but I'm going to try to. Maverick. He was the one that was up that the other night. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for the Sophie Shawl. I'm the yarn that I'm using is little fade kit. I think they were 50 grams of MCN Merino cashmere nylon sock yarn, I guess, from Marianated yarns, and I got that at my first time going to the New Jersey Sheep and Wool Festival, which is I really like that festival, especially because I mean it's kind of it, they have the animals, they have all the alpaca and all the sheep, they have a lot of like hand spinning stuff, which I'm loving right now. Back into it, I'll get into that later. And they have the sheep and
I wish it wasn't as close.
They have it's
Rhinebeck,
not
so
it's I know, and it's like right before Rhinebeck. It's usually on my birthday weekend. That's why I want to go every year, and it's an hour from me, so it's not very far at all. And I actually got to I took the liberty of staying overnight in an Airbnb that was located on a sheep farm, like 15-20 minutes away from the festival. And I enjoyed my little self. I just knit. I watched movies. I talked to myself. I talked to my mom. I had girl dinner, charcuterie, and wine. And I just sat and like looked at sheep. They wouldn't let me pet them, which was a little bit frustrating, but yeah, it was wonderful. And I cannot think of the name of the farm, but I'll link it below if I can, because the guy that I spoke with was really nice, and he was always checking on me, and I didn't actually see him at the festival. I did see he had his sheep at the festival, and I saw the sheep, but he wasn't standing there when I went there.
Not like our weird Airbnb and Rhinebeck.
Yeah. We're going to get to that. We do need to talk about Rhinebeck. I said I would. I said we would. So we're going to do it. Okay.
We're going to have to do that on a different one. Nobody's going to watch 2 hours of us chatting.
I don't know. Maybe. All right, fine. Well, it needs to be like soonish.
Yes, I agree.
Needs to not be this much time.
I need to get my Rhinebeckness out.
Because it's been a while ago. So like it's
been a month.
It's still kind of fresh a little bit.
Yes.
I don't know. We really should have done it on the first one, but that was kind of a practice run, I feel like. I'm definitely not feeling as like nervous or I don't know, self-conscious, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to show a few more things and then we can
show us.
So like I said, gift knits are happening. I paused all my other whips that I showed you last time. Pause.
To do the gift knits. I don't know how you do it.
They're small. They're like this is nothing. Like this I could finish in a day, but I am like
really cute. Oh, that's the one that you sent me on. Yeah, you texted me that one.
Yeah, this is the Antler hat. Antler Toque, I think. Toque, however you say it. By Tin Can Knits, and this is like my third one that I've knit. I gave the others away. Like the first one I knit was too small for me. I knit the like one down from the adult small, thinking it would, because sometimes hats just aren't tight enough for me. I don't know. Anyway, and then I knit another one that size for my son, my oldest son, and it turned out fine. He wore it all last year. This year it's too small, so this one is an adult small, and that will go to him for his new winter hat. And I absolutely love the cable. It's so easy. It's memorizable. Like, I don't look at the pattern. I highly recommend it. And this yarn is Madelinetosh. My cable needle. It's Madelinetosh Tosh Vintage. Superwash Merino wool, worsted weight in the colorway Olivia.
You know, I'm a good person.
I bought, this is the yarn that I used for my Soldatna, the green. And I have another, like 2 full skeins of it. So I'm using some of it and a little bit of color work right now for my other son's, my youngest son's sweater. So I showed these in a vlog, but I'll show them again. These are the, I can't say the word that they're called. It's OULU. Mitts by Caitlin Hunter. And they're, yes, they are super simple. They're really simple and they're fast and it's worsted. So they're cozy. The gray is Wool of Meandies, Knit Picks. And the yellow is Lore by the Fiber Company. And so is the blue. The bluish, it is kind of like looking black right there, but it's like a dark blue. Super fast, easy, mindless color work. Like, you can memorize this pattern very easily. The corrugated ribbing, I will say, is not as stretchy as regular ribbing. So I think in the pattern, it does not recommend that you have a smaller needle size for this part. You use the same size needle throughout for the ribbing and just the color work. So I think I changed my needle size just because I know I'm a loose knitter and I sized down and they fit me fine. But like, this is not as stretchy because it's color work. It's color work, but knits and purls. So it's kind of like hard to do. Like, it's kind of, I don't know. You'll find out. You'll find out. I don't know. You'll find out. I'm hearing myself. What's happening? What are you doing?
My family is just trying to sabotage me. It's fine.
Jerks.
Is that better?
Yeah. Anyway, this is that's for me. That was for me for taking my son to his hockey games and practices because it's freaking cold in there. It's like 40 degrees in that room. And
I think those are going to be a gift knit for me. That's why I printed out the pattern because I wear so much.
That's awesome. And they're perfect for that because they're so quick. You don't have to worry about knitting, you know, the whole entire hand and like the thumb. Like, you kind of just like pick up the thumb stitches and like knit 2 rows and that's it. Like, you don't have to, and just cast right off. It's easy. I also showed these on one of the vlogs, but I'll show it again. These are the Speedy Selbu mittens by Ellie of Skein Knits, and this is like my 4th pair or something like that. These are also going to be for my son. These were supposed to be for my sister-in-law and they ended up being too small. So I had to like re-knit them into a bigger size. And so these fit TJ perfectly. So he'll have warm hands. I highly recommend those, except for, and maybe not so quick for a gift knit because they're like kind of involved on the color work. It's not like a repeat, like, you know, it's different every row. So you have to kind of pay attention. But this next thing, look how good that looks. I'm so happy with this.
Really
you have no freaking idea. I love, ever since I knit my soldotna, I love this pattern.
That's
love
Jesse's favorite in my soldotna.
Yeah, I love this. So anyway, this is a pattern by Tin Can Knits. Also, it's called Strange Brew. And it's actually, I think, an ebook. I'm not sure. Here comes a crotch goblin. What do you need?
Mommy, is this a present?
No, it's not a present. There are no presents in here. Santa hasn't come yet. Okay, please go. Can you go downstairs and check on Maverick?
Yeah, but I'm thirsty and I want apple juice.
Can Cassidy get you some? I think she knows where the apple juice is, doesn't she?
You do. You do.
I do, but I'm talking to Aunt Hailey right now. And I'm talking about your sweater. I'm telling Aunt Hailey about your sweater. So can you ask Cassidy to do it real quick?
Mom, you do it.
My life. Anyway, I don't want to pause it again. Can you please ask Cass?
I don't want to.
I'll be right back. Do you see how my kids abuse me? A perfectly capable semi-adult is downstairs that could pour a cup of juice. But no. I want you to do it. Ugh.
See, that's where you're nicer than me because I would not.
Okay, if I didn't, this podcast would have ended right now. He would not have left. He would have started crying. But like, no, I don't usually do it like that. Like, but in this case, it would, like, if I let him, okay, the alternative is let him scream and cry. Who cares? Like, whatever. Which is what is normally what I have to do. It's what I have to do. Because sometimes I can't, like, if I'm busy doing something, sometimes I can't, stop what I'm doing. 3-year-olds don't give up. Anyway.
Drink your tea. Your tea.
Chug my tea.
Tea.
I don't even want to freaking talk about his sweater anymore. Anyway. This is the Strange
It's
Brew.
really cute.
It is. I love it. It's the Strange Brew pattern recipe. But so this is one of the colorwork they give you like a bunch of different patterns of colorwork to choose from to like make your own sweater. They just give you the stitch counts and everything like that, and you can design your own colorwork part. Like they give you a bunch of different stitch patterns or whatever. What the anyway, so
sleep. I'm trying to kick it out, okay? Leave me alone.
So but there's snowflake. So this is like actually a redo because I knit down past the sleeves before, and I was doing one of the stitch patterns that's in there, and it's a snowflake, and it's like a traditional like the Selbu mitten snowflake, which I love, but it looks like a flower more so than a snowflake sometimes. I mean, to us, no, it doesn't, because we recognize it as like a traditional,
right,
thing. But, and the way that I had knit it, I kind of altered the color work so that the middle of the snowflake and the other one was yellow and the rest was white no, the rest was blue. So it really looked like a flower then. So I was like, no. I mean, like, gender stereotypes, whatever. Like, I don't care. I don't really necessarily care. It's not the look that I was going for. I really wanted it to be a snowflake, like distinguishable snowflake. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has a quilt that Tom's aunt made him that is gorgeous. It's a snowflake, a giant snowflake, half of a snowflake, and like really gorgeous, like dark blue squares around it. And like that's kind of been his theme because he was born in January. So I wanted to incorporate a snowflake into the sweater, and I wanted it to be, a snowflake, not a flower. So I frogged like the whole thing and just, reknit it. And I definitely don't regret it.
Yeah,
because I was not liking that other. I was not liking that. The way that I changed it. If I had kept it all like the same color, like dark blue, I think I might have been fine with it. But I don't know. I'm really loving this other.
It's really gorgeous.
One. Yeah. Why am I out of breath? Anyway. So I have some stash acquisitions I want to share because I'm obsessed. Okay. This has nothing to do with knitting and everything to do with spinning because I am like only wanting to spin right now and I'm struggling because I have all these gift knits and I have to finish them. So the sweater doesn't need.
You know what Aiden wants? My 23-year-old. Do you know what he wants as his gift knit? He wants a houndstooth hat.
Oh,
I was like
a beanie?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they make herringbone stitch, or you could do herringbone stitch and kind of mimic that, or you could do brioche. Finally.
I'm not going to learn brioche for a gift knit. He might have to get this later. I don't know. I just thought I was like, of course, Aiden picks like, the hardest.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Anyway, keep going.
He can wait. He can wait. That's my thing anyway, because I still haven't finished his other sock. It's so like I should not have picked socks for him. I should have picked a hat or something because I'm like, get away from me, socks. I don't want you. Anyway, I follow Lavender Loon on Instagram. I have never bought anything from her. I did get some yarn from her by her in a D-stash that was gorgeous, but I didn't have anything for it, so I let it go. But anyway, she also, I'm not sure if she has sheep. I think she does. Yeah, I think she does have sheep. Anyway, she had some amazing Rambouillet silk, and it's like, I can't tell you the softness. I can't. It's got it. I think it's blended by someone else, and they use scraps of her. You can barely see it, but scraps of her yarn, like leftovers. And of course, there's all kinds of VM in here. But I bought 2 of these. They're 2 ounces a piece, and oh my god.
And you're going to make your bestie some really gorgeous yarn to knit with?
Hell no. This is for me. This is going to be a 3-ply. I have a braid of Cormo, just plain Cormo, and I'm going to make that the third ply. So it will be plenty of skeins for whatever I want to do with it. I'm almost done, Cassidy. Get away from me. It's called the Stardust Blend, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't have any left. Like, it was a very limited amount. Okay. So that's one thing that I got for myself, and the lanolin in there is just the same as those bats we got from Rhinebeck. Oh my god. That, and I came across a new I don't know what you would call somebody that blends fiber, or not blends, but yeah, blends, makes bats, and I don't know, fiber artist. Wildwood Wool PNW. This is a bat of I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we don't have very many followers right now, but Apple Creek Merino is like such good fleece. Like, it's such a good source if you want to buy raw fleece, whatever. But this is just merino from their farm, and it is like, oh my god, I can't even tell you. It feels, it's like a cloud. Wildwood Wool PNW, and I think she's on Etsy. We'll link that below. That's one, and I got this one too, and it's this one's merino and sari silk. God,
I know, we do the same thing.
So this will be make a 2-ply, and this is one. This will be 1 ply, and that will be the other ply. So I'm really like, I don't know, feeling the neutrals right now. I have so many skeins of hand spun that are just like very colorful, and I feel like I need more just neutral for sweaters, of course, and just to have kind of more options to be able to knit whatever I want. I don't know. Yeah, so that was new. That was something that I bought for myself. And I started spinning the bats that you gave me on my drop spindle. This is like the softest, squishiest, lanolin rich wool. Oh my god. Let me grab the other one so I can show the label. And actually, this is the, I finished one skein of it, but this is upside down. This is the sheep. Her name is Ivy, and she's a Shetland. And this is from Whispering Pines, which, God, I suck at this. Whispering Pines, which we got in Rhinebeck. Yeah, in 2023, I guess. Anyway, I spun 2 bats, and this is the finished. Look how good. Oh my god. And do you see how it's like lights and darks? And the smell. And the squish. Oh my god. This is 209 meters, so about like 220 yards or something. And I'm hoping to get the same yardage out of the other 2, so that I might be able to make a shawl. I don't think that'll be enough yardage. I don't know. I might need to think about trying to get more. Or plan something else with this. Maybe plan something color work and have the white I don't know. Dreams. All my dreams. Anyway. If you could feel this, I just can't. I just can't. For a while I wanted to knit some kind of mitts with it just because there's so much lanolin in it. It would feel really good on your hands, but I don't know. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, oh, you guys have seen me get up and down a bunch of times, and you're probably wondering what the flip is this monstrosity back here. This is my night shift shawl, and the pattern is by Andrew Mowry, and it's knit completely in hand spun, and it's freaking amazing. I'm obsessed. I knit this so fast, and it's huge. The yarn weight was on the chunkier side, so I sized up on the needle, and the freaking shawl ended up being like
massive.
Giant. Which it's a schlanket, and I'm here for that. 100%. I'm here for that.
Schlanket.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have that I feel the need to share. I mean, I could just keep on sharing, but I'm looking at everything and I'm like, yeah, it's a lot.
Feed my children at some point.
I guess I have to feed mine too. I feel like I just did that. I hear them yelling at each other downstairs. It's great. It's great. Yeah, I guess the next time we will talk about Rhinebeck if we can remember everything about it. I mean, I have mentioned the ladies that we met. That was my most important thing that I wanted to say is just we met these women at a Woolen affair, and it was beyond amazing. It was just so, it was like instant friendship. Instant. Like, it was comfortable. We were loving each other's knits. I mean, oh my gosh, the frame your face that I think her name is, if I remember correctly, it's Tori and Kat. And I think it was Tori's. But anyway, it was like a lighter main color and like this color changing. I think it was Junction Fiber. No. Yes, it was. Just like completely beautiful, like pinks and blues, and was super bright. Oh my God. It was gorgeous.
It was.
Anyway, they have an online yarn shop called Knitworthy Yarns, and I will link it below. They are the sweetest, and the next time I need to buy anything yarn wise, I'm gonna check them out for sure. They're based in North Carolina, and yeah, that was so much fun. I just can't get over it. I'm ready to do another one of those things. Like, I feel like we need to. Did you know? I know you were thinking about coming here in January. Guess what else is in January? Vogue Knitting Live in New York City. I think it's in January. I think. I just heard screaming. That's all. Whatever.
We should check it out.
I'm going to after I stop doing this. It just popped in my head, and now I'm like, oh my goodness, that's a train ride from here, an hour. Just saying. Yeah. All right. I guess that's it. I guess we need to stop. Even though I don't want to stop. I could keep going all night. But sponsor Billeries. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll let you know when the next one will be. Hopefully
And it'll
soon.
be Rhinebeck.
It will be all about Rhinebeck and all about, I don't know. We'll find other things to talk about, I'm sure.
We could talk about Rhinebeck for 3 days. What are you talking about?
Who am I kidding?
We're going to have to show a picture of the monkey.
The monkey?
Above my head.
Oh! Yeah, but I'll have to learn how to insert photos because that needs to happen. I mean, I'm gonna have to, maybe I'll test it. Maybe I'll test it on this one. Testing photo now. Right here. Right here. Is it there? We'll see. Okay. I need to go be a mom. Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of your night, morning, whatever time this is you're watching.
Unless you're
we'll
like me and have to work.
Yeah. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.